What's up, everybody? That's too loud. There we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wardcast. Another episode of the Wardcast. Is this my first fucking episode? What's going on? Your weekly source for video game news, machinima, and survival horror discussion, updates on the ward, and more. I'm your host, Sean Clark, alongside Jazz Rich.
Blah!
Alec Funnel.
Sir Alec, would kindly like to indicate you in the following. Baskets made from bamboo are not considered a good gift for a parent. Might I suggest AM16 instead?
Could barely hear that, Alec.
Got none of that.
Yeah, I got like none of it. So well then.
Oh no, he can't see us now.
Oh no, he's blind. Shayla Hill. And Carmen de la Cruz. What is going on?
This has been episode.
What the fuck? This is going to be a great episode. I can feel it.
This is going to be amazing.
Oh my god, what is happening? Hi everybody. Hello. So we tried it again. I say we, but I mean it was really Jazz and Alec that tried it. But we tried to do another stream. We tried to do the state of play, the Sony state of play. Tried to stream it, do the reaction thing, and they did a good job, but we were still running into the same issue that we were having with the Capcom showcase, where it was basically a slideshow. It was a little bit better than the first time. So I think it's still just kind of a connection thing, but we're still trying to work it out. Hopefully by the time the Nintendo Direct rolls around, I think it was April, I want to say, something like that. April, March, something. I don't know. But anyways, when that rolls around, hopefully we'll have things figured out, and it'll be the whole third time is the charm kind of a situation. If not, I guess we're not going to be doing that. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. But yeah, this week we're talking about the potential Resident Evil 5 remake, the Tomb Raider remake trilogy part 2, and a Switch game that has you fight with your butt. We have a Jazz segment about digging some holes. A machinima showcase, and then it's game time with 8-bit and analgrams. God damn it, Alec. How dare you? You fuck. You and your damn game names. And we'll wrap up everything with Nobody Asked Us. But before all that Jazz, how was your week?
Butts. Speaking of butts,
what?
My week was ass. It was ass mixed in a bowl with ass, and then just put some shit on it. My week started off bad and then was pretty mid halfway through, and then was just bad again at the end. And here we are. I think I might have played a new game, but I can't remember because the week was pretty stressful and kind of crap. To anyone who is still complaining about how Canada has free healthcare and it's not fair, please don't complain. We wait about, I don't remember how long, like 25 hours in an emergency room to see the doctor for like a minute, because they go in the room and they go, oh, okay, yeah, bye. So yeah, it's not worth free anything. That was my Monday night into Tuesday afternoon. So that earned me a nice couple of free days off, but they were exhausting. I slept most of Wednesday. So actually I had half a week, you know. And then honestly, if you remember that I played any new games, please remind me, because I don't remember. Oh, yes. I finally tried Firefighter Simulator, like for real, not just like falling asleep in the tutorial. Um, it's not as fun as Police Simulator. I feel like it would be fun if we all played
Aw.
together because the AI guys are like they stand there and they wait for instructions, and then you just have to like point at somewhere in the house and they're like, "Yeah, boss," and they go in and they do the stuff, and like the guy just stands there and there's like an unconscious person in the burning house, and I'm like, dude, that guy, and he's like, "Yeah, boss," and he like picks him up, and I'm like, why couldn't the AI just know to do that? So I feel like if we all like played in a squad, it would be really fun. Um, but otherwise, it's not like I'm not having as much fun. So I went back to police. Um, and that's pretty much what I did. Because other than that, work was really busy in the like 2 days that I worked. Uh, and yeah, and I had quite an adventure yesterday. I found out that I lost my wallet. I searched a little bit in the pile that you always see behind me, which is still there, but it's pushed back further because I went through the entire pile and looked everywhere thinking it had fallen out of my pocket, which it had, just not inside. It fell out of my pocket next to my car. And this is Jazz's rant corner, by the way. It fell out of my pocket next to my car on Tuesday when I got home. And then Wednesday, we got, in your terms, 16 inches of snow dumped on top of my wallet. And then Noreen's grandson, who does the snow for us, came and passed the snowblower. He did not obviously see it because it was underneath the snow, and I had moved my car out of the way for him to pass over it. So my wallet went through the snowblower, and
Itty bitty pieces.
this is pretty much the surviving cost of it. I know you guys have seen it. It had all my cards. This is like, I don't know if you remember this company that didn't give the discount, that when they were sponsoring this thing, like there was an issue with a discount, and Sean said fuck it. Well, fuck it really, because my cards all got shredded basically, and I had to go spend my Saturday getting replacement driver's license, replacement health card, and replacement bank cards, which I just got with my name change. So that was fun. So
I gotta say that's pretty disappointing. Like this was like the optimal opportunity for that wallet to shine and be like,
you know,
what are the odds that it would
It
go through
survived
a
a
fucking
shredder.
snowblower? And this amazing extra wallet protected all my cards. But no.
Yeah, no, it took me through a fucking roller coaster. So last night, when I realized that's what had happened, because I looked at the snowbank and I saw like the corner of this sticking out, and this is the back of it. The corner of this was sticking out of the snowbank. I pulled this out because I thought, oh my god, I found it, but it was just this, and I'm like, this is completely intact. Like the rubber piece, like that was holding it to the other piece, fell out. So I was like, oh my god, that means like if the back of it just slipped out because the rubber piece broke off, like the rest of it's gonna be fine. And so I was hopeful, but I was like, oh, I'll wait till morning and I'll look when there's fucking daylight, because like good luck finding anything. And the contrast, looking for a black wallet in the white snow, I have no problem. I'm good. And then this morning, I found the rubber piece just sticking out. And I was like, oh, sick. Like the rubber piece survived. Then the rest is fucking perfect. And the rubber piece wasn't broken, although when Beth was playing with it, she broke it. And I said, good, because this piece of shit, like the glue on it is still good. That's how fucking good this thing is. And then when I found this thing, it still had cards in it, and I was even more hopeful. But the cards in it were half like I mean, I don't have my cards per se anymore because most of them got replaced, or I don't want to show you my ID, but here's an example. Like, this is my Costco card, or at least what I retrieved. And I mean, I could still go to Costco because the barcode and my picture survive. So I could still scan into Costco and be like, can you accept this?
Please.
Technically they can, because my name, it's my old name, but my name and my picture's on it. So technically I could still go shopping at Costco. So that's the important part. Like my debit card, the full number was on it. My credit cards, the full numbers were on it. And my ID cards, so like my health card had most of it, but like the full picture and most of the card. and then my driver's license had the full card and like half the picture. And so I was like, technically I have a full ID if I put them together. And so I was like, I was really impressed with how much of the cards survived. So if I do want to get another wallet like that, except maybe like Sean said, metal instead of aluminum. And then next winter I'll be good.
Yeah, if you had the one that I got, it's like the titanium or whatever, I think it actually would have survived.
It would have broken the fucking snowblower.
Yeah,
Right now
so
I have this that I was initially gonna send Carmen that I got for $5, a giant tiger, and I'm like, it's been in my car and it's been in this thing. I don't know what the fuck she's getting so excited about. I was gonna send it, but then she said she had one, so I kept it. And then I put it in my car for my insurance papers, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll just use it for now. And then everything is in it.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite design that I've been using.
Yeah, you
lots
were
of
gonna
things
get this
for
one,
many
but you're not getting it now because it's mine.
I had
everywhere I go, I'm like checking my pocket to make sure it's still in my pocket. But yeah, this is I'm gonna hide the ID, but this is my driver's license. Well, I have a temporary paper that says valid without ID, without the picture, but
the new one. Can you open it up? I want to see.
No, because I have stuff in it that I don't want to lose.
Because I think I used to have that one, but I dropped it like 17 million times, and eventually, yeah.
It's possible. It's a thing. But yeah, I just happened to have that with me, and I had all these shredded cards. I showed up at the bank and dumped them on the counter because they were like, yeah, we can give you a new bank card. Do you have a piece of ID? I'm like, I have several pieces of ID, and they're like, what the fuck? And then, yeah, it was a fun day once I saw the humor in it. Once I was like, and I think I told Alec, I'm like, I'm not afraid of identity fraud because worst case, I'll just get the rest in the spring when it thaws. Did the monocle fall in the tea? Good. Now it's really British.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways,
Tentacles.
that's all for me. So, Alec, how was your week?
So Alec requires silence when informing peasants of his week. Do please shush.
Did you hear that one?
Peasants.
Yes.
Peasants.
Those damn peasants.
Peasant what?
Where are they?
Parrots, obviously.
So, background music. My week started out with me playing Sons of the Forest. I played Lethal Company. I played new to me Worms Pinball. That was utter rubbish. I played a new to me game, survival type game, an awful lot like The Forest. But with more dialogue and more mechanics to it. It was called Green Hell. It is on Steam. It was free to play for a little while, but it's no longer free to play. I played Chain Together with Sean. We got a little bit far, not as far as we used to be. I played Metal Gear Solid. I played new to me Headliners. I watched Cassandra, a German Netflix show about a new family moved into a new home with an old AI. I watched the Royal Rumble 2025 and found it shit. I watched Jurassic Park. I quite liked it. I watched Archer seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that was my week.
You watched all of those seasons in 1 week?
You need a fucking life, bro.
Opens the floor for questions and or comments.
Now you might ask questions or comments.
First off, how dare you play Headliners without us, you fuck.
Trying to get everybody.
Just trying to drink a monocle
The
of
tea is just giving.
Second off.
Yes, that game.
Nice.
It's not just on
the
Steam.
PlayStation 5. So when we're done with Sons of the Forest.
Wait, do you have the mobile version of that?
No, I have the PS app.
Oh, okay. I was going to be very disappointed.
Yes, I have the mobile RE5 as well.
I would get the mobile. Not for money though. So.
I also have the mobile 2K21
golf.
golf. Yeah. No, this is
And-
my PS app.
I'm not judging.
Before
Much.
I end my week.
Sir Alec wishes to thank Jazz of Canada for his excellent gift of a vest top saying I don't care.
Carmen.
That would be all.
I didn't even have that custom made. I literally just Google searched Alec shirt
Wow.
or Amazon searched and found that.
So all Alex are like this.
Apparently
Got it.
in the UK Amazon.
Did I hear Carmen? How's my week?
Yes, Carmen. how-
Yay! My week has been moderately good, goodish, good-esque, good on me, but not too great. just just good. I've done all of the same stuff over again, so I know that might be pretty boring or disappointing, but I'll get on it at some point and start doing more things. But all this to say, I watched more Buffy. I watched more Angel. I watched more Miraculous, obviously. Like, I'm not going to do that. I watched the in English because I watched it in Portuguese last weekend. The newest episode of Miraculous season 6. I know none of you will ever understand, but I played a little more of not paranormal activity. What's it called?
Paraplegic simulator.
Parapsychology. What's it called? Para thingy.
That's just called being in our 30s.
Wow.
Or 40s. Or 40s for us. Some of us who are literally going to be middle-aged in a couple months. What's it called? Paranormal para thingy. Paranormal
Phantasmophobia?
Phantasm.
Not even
Oh,
close.
I'm muted. I said
Not
it.
even
I was
close.
wondering why no one responded. I was like, there's no way she's talking about phantasmophobia.
I've been playing not a huge lot, but I've been playing it weekly.
Shout out to Hearts Mirrored.
Yes. Shout out to Hearts Mirror. Hi, Heart. So, been doing that. I played a little bit more of Man of Medan, but honestly, it's been like about an hour, so I don't know if that really counts. And that's me. I've got to get on the ball. I got to do more things. I have things in the works, but not done yet. I don't know if I've shown these. Okay, I'm playing with clay now, and learning the trades of the Sculpey. And these are I always get the name of these wrong too. If it's Quagatama or Quadagama, but these are from the Miraculous show. These are little magical stones that the Kwamis cough up, and I made them out of clay, so they're very fun. And that is what I've been up to. So Shayla, how does it feel to be a meme?
Oh my Shayla! My Shayla! I think that's amazing. He has a shirt that shows it's even spelled that way.
Yeah.
Oh my Shayla!
Do you know how many times I've heard your name in the last like 2 or 3 weeks, and
Good.
it got stuck in my head. I was like, oh my Shayla, something happens like, oh my Shayla.
yes.
How does it feel?
My Shayla, I love it.
You need that shirt.
I need the shirt, and I need to make some memes with that sound bite because it's me, a Shayla. So my week's been all right. We've had really bad weather. So I didn't get to go to the D&D convention, but I got to play some D&D and more Lethal and more Suns. And I've been doing some cleaning, and I'm trying to get all my Saturn stuff together because I want to play the copy of Police Knots I showed off the week before. And I came across these Saturn games I was going to share because I got these a while back, but I kept the price tag on cuz I got them so cheap. They're like Enemy Zero for the Sega Saturn. And look look at the cover of D.
Oh, how
I'm
vulgar.
muted. Holy shit! What the fuck? Why? Why would they pick that?
It gets better. Look. Oh my god. And what's crazy is whoever owned this like clearly loved it or actually cared for it because they put like these are like custom little like I don't think it was originally packaged that way. And it has a little like illustration collection with it. And they're just equally as bad.
Sign of the times.
But it's so great because this is one of those games that's just so bad, but I love it because it's
How
so
was that
bad.
hope? What the
I
fuck?
know, right? Dirt. There's pictures inside the book that look just it like where's hang on there's where is it? They're just I don't oh this one here we go. Like what is going on? What is that?
What the fuck?
I know. And Enemy Zero was in the same condition. It's like, really nice condition. They put these little like oh, I guess this one didn't have it. But I got them for like $4. I might even got it for free because I was doing some trade-ins.
Why did
So
the discs look like they're just burnt CDRs?
right?
Can I see the disc again?
Yeah,
Wait,
sure.
what if it really is? It's not, but
They're not. I've played it. It's just so basic. I think it's because it's going for aesthetic. Like see how it
Oh my
has the disc 0?
oh yeah.
I think it's supposed to be because you're on like a spaceship. Like it's very alien inspired. You can tell. I don't know. You played Enemy Zero, right?
I haven't, unfortunately. I
It's
really want to.
you know the concept though. It's like
I do, yeah.
because he was so into sound, but it's also like the cheapest cop out ever. Like it's what a way to make a budget game. Like the enemies are invisible.
So clever.
Which, also makes me think of one of my favorite games, Killer 7, where they are invisible, but you use like a scope to see them. Because it is kind of a cool, spooky concept. But yeah, so that was what I wanted to show off. Bask again in the glory that is D.
Yeah, I used to think that the USD box art was garbage, but like that's like amazing compared to that.
Right?
I mean, at
And
least
it's
that
essentially
looks
just a
like
black box. So,
Spaghetti on the head.
good
It
God.
really does. So that's why I wanted to share that with y'all.
She looks like a
Is-
total bitch too. Like what the fuck?
Is it weird that
Laura,
I think that shows like a little?
Oh,
Laura, I'm your father. Oh yeah. Spoilers on the back.
nice.
Laura. But
It
yeah,
shouldn't be allowed.
so I thought that would be fun to share with y'all because I liked looking through it again.
That's pretty cool. I've never seen that version of it.
Yeah. So how was your
And
week?
I was
Sean?
better off for it too.
Yeah.
Uh,
And now you know. So how
now
was
I
your week,
know.
Sean?
My week was okay. I didn't do a whole lot, just lots of work. But as Alex said, we played Chained Together, and it was a miserable but also a good time. I believe Alec recorded it, and he's going to make a video out of it. If
Oh, I
you do
did.
not, if you don't,
Uh-oh.
send it to me, and I will, because that was a really good session, and we laughed a lot. It was really fun.
The only problem was my recording of my voice was so low compared to yours. Like, it was
No.
overpowering.
Ah,
Oh no.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
You have to test that shit
Damn.
before you start.
Yeah, man. Is it salvageable or no?
I might be able to do something with it. I've already started to clip a few mini clips together, but yeah.
Damn. Yeah, if I knew that you were recording, I could have recorded too, but I didn't know until we were like 10 minutes in.
We can
So
always just start again.
it's true. It's true. But other than that, I just played more Rise of the Ronin. Really, really like that game. And hey, it's a game set in Japan that respects the culture while also having other cultures in the game. This is a
Nice.
direct attack at Ubisoft for
Ubi.
Assassin's Creed Shadows. They
Yeah,
like
Ubi, bunch of Ubis.
clearly it can be done, but Ubisoft is just like, nah. So yeah. But and also follow up to what I was talking about last week or the week before, whenever I talked about Ronin. But I was kind of complaining that like it's kind of a missed opportunity that they're not doing any like Dead or Alive or Ninja Gaiden crossover content, but there is some Ninja Gaiden stuff in there. So it's like it's perfect. Like they did basically everything I wanted them to do, and like the story's not the greatest thing ever, but for what it is, it's really good. But the just the gameplay loop and the game itself, there's so much going on with it. It's really good. Definitely recommend it. Having a lot of fun with it. And that's pretty much it. That was my week.
Before we go into the news, I just want to acknowledge that I totally like in this crazy week and everything. I want to acknowledge I forgot yesterday to I'm gonna
Paint
say
on
acknowledge
Valentine's Day?
again the special day that it was. It was the birthday of both Jill Valentine and Lara Croft. So yeah. And I
Happy
played neither
birthday,
game.
best girls
I played
ever.
neither of the games, but
Happy birthday, Jill.
I did bring it up to Shayla yesterday. So
Yeah.
That's garbage. I just there was a song, the AI generated music that was called Valentine's, and I figured, hey, maybe this will be appropriate to play now, but it didn't fit.
it was very
It didn't fit at all.
Futuristic?
It was a mistake.
Never heard it on a Pornhub.
Synthy?
So-
Whoa.
Where's that? What's that game I have on PlayStation? Dude?
Oh,
PS2.
the
one that has
Mr.
porn
Mosquito?
music.
yeah, what the hell was that called?
The what the has what?
Is it like the plan or something? Or
Yeah, the plan.
yeah.
No, I was thinking of something else. What was
I was
that?
gonna go look.
I need
What
to
the-
play that. I ended up getting it too because I found it new for like $4, which is crazy for a PS2 game.
Yeah.
And
What
just the
was
fact
that?
that it's only going for $4
ready
new
for
at this
porn
point
music.
is pretty telling. So
What was that? What do you call it? Quantum thingy game that had the adult store
Fahrenheit.
in it.
Oh
No, but the one that had the adult store in it. You know what I'm talking about?
there's a lot of games that have an adult store in it.
Okay, well, but it was wild for the time, and it was a quantum. Oh, why
Are you
can't
talking about the Heavy Rain guy?
not the same company, but not Heavy Rain,
Fahrenheit?
not Fahrenheit,
Or not Fahrenheit.
Oh no, not. Why
Onimusha? What?
No, why can't I think of any names right now today? I don't know why. Omnicron. Yeah.
Omicron?
The
Omicron.
Nomad
CIA.
Soul.
Yeah.
David Bowie.
I think yeah.
Why is that so quiet?
What the hell is that?
Guess what time it is?
It's time for the news.
Yeah. It's this time. Oh.
I guess it's not.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I almost lost connection there.
Uh-ohs aren't
What
allowed.
the fuck? Let's try
Not-
that again. Okay, I'm still here. Whew.
Why did you say
Welcome
don't be
to
afraid
Technical
under-
Difficulties, the podcast. What's up?
That's not news.
Why did you say don't be afraid under the type of news?
because we're always afraid
Because-
of the news.
Sean's always afraid
Yeah,
of the news.
because everyone should be afraid of the news, but I'm trying to calm people down. Don't be scared. Don't run away. It's gonna be okay.
Every little thing.
And then Alec leaves.
Worry,
Anywho, news time.
nothing.
The Tomb Raider
killing
4,
Nara.
5, and 6 remaster is available to buy now on digital. The latest game in the franchise is a follow-up to the Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 remastered collection released last year. This time around, you'll have access to Tomb Raider The Last Revelation, Tomb Raider Chronicles, and Tomb Raider The Angel of Darkness. These are arguably some of the less appealing games in the series, but it's nice to have a complete collection of the first and second generation titles available on one platform. All the quality of life and visual upgrades made available on the first collection are available here as well, including the option to hot swap from new graphics to original. No signs of a physical release just yet, but like the original trilogy, it'll likely show up later on. Did you buy it?
I'm gonna.
I approve. I approve on principle, but
Are you
you
gonna
know, I
wait?
never.
Are you
fully
gonna
I
get
might-
the physical?
I might wait this time because last time I jumped on it, but I didn't even play it right away, and then I got like the box. So, well, not the box actually.
Special edition?
I think I just got the regular.
You're like, what do I have?
Yeah. The box, the triangle box, which is right there, is the Temple of Osiris and Guardian of Light. But yeah, I think I'll wait and maybe I'll get the special one for this one because I didn't have the money for both last time.
I think the deluxe is still around if you wanted to get it for the first trilogy. I don't think it's very
Trying to buy a
rare.
house.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I don't think you have to worry about it like not being around. I think it was pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty common to come across, but I want to get it. I don't even know that I played Chronicles or Last Revelation. I don't think I played either of those. I played a little. I know I started Angel of Darkness a long time ago, but I think I only played it for like a couple of minutes. So yeah, I would like to go through all of them at some point, and this would be a good opportunity to do that. So yeah, I'll pick it up too once it has physical.
Pick it up too later.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what they did with our Angel of Darkness.
I mean, I don't think they're doing anything special to it. I think they're just cleaning it up, so it's still going to be a broken pile of shit.
It'll be a clean.
It'll be a clean piece of shit. It won't be dripping.
Polishing turds never ends well, though.
I mean, like, I'm sure there's people out there that enjoyed it for what it was, and the people that did will enjoy a cleaner version of it.
Some people do enjoy feces.
There you go.
Wow. And then you put windshield washer on your broken windshield, and it's still broken, but at least it's clean.
Exactly.
You can still see through it. You just got a crack in it. You can see the crack better. But
it's a very good analogy. Perfect.
Yeah.
That is actually.
All right. Anything else on Tomb Raider before we move on?
I love it.
It's beautiful.
I love it. Happy birthday, Lara. Sorry, Angel of Darkness sucked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever wanted to challenge your friends to a butt battle? No? Well, that's understandable. But if you're one of the weirdos who said yes, the Switch has you covered. Ketsu Battler is a 2-player Switch game where you tuck a sword between your butt cheeks and fight against others who also have a sword in their ass. You play as the swordsman Ketsu Butler, who literally holds a sword with his ass cheeks. Players tuck the Joy-Con into the back of their pants and wiggle their butts to swing their sword. The goal of the game is to swing your butt, and in turn your sword, at your opponent's head to dispatch them. I mean, what could go wrong? Ketsu Battler came out in mid-December of last year, but because of the success of the title and the launch of the manga inspired by the game, the publisher, Kayak Incorporated, is holding a 50% off sale between February 6th and March 4th. Unfortunately, the sale is only available in Japan, but the game is dirt cheap, selling for only $4.99 US regularly. So if you're in Japan and you want to have a butt face-off at a discount, it's your lucky day. If you're anywhere else, I guess you'll have to wiggle your butts at each other for regular price.
I want this game.
Yeah.
Why
Alex.
that game like is super niche too. Like just finding footage or any information about it at all was really difficult. So yeah.
That's
Why am I
great.
equal parts horrified and intrigued?
Oh, I'm excited. I need it like yesterday. I'm gonna figure out how to get it. I need it.
I wish it had a physical version. That's my only
Right?
I would
complaint.
love to butt fuck you.
Whoa.
No.
Alec, why?
I mean, you had a question in the news, so you know.
Any other thoughts on Ketsu Butler?
Yes.
Other than it's amazing and we
Right?
need more like this in the world.
Oh, it's so cool.
Butler.
I love that
Butler.
the Switch gets these. Like, do you know about the slapping game, right?
Kinda.
Yeah, like
From How I
I
Met
don't
Your
know.
Mother?
No, there's just it's kind. I mean, it's like drama. It's like a drama story-driven game where the battles are purely just like two women like slapping each other.
Okay, no, I didn't know about that. That sounds
Yeah,
amazing.
and they released. It was Japan only, but they released a collection on the Switch, and Limited Run released it. I really want to try to
Oh,
track it down.
nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Damn.
But Japan, and it's funny that now I've got this association with like Japan, or I mean, the Switch and these like kind of weird creative games that use the Joy-Con.
Yeah, they make
Makes
all the
me
fun
think of
shit in
like,
Japan.
yeah, because wasn't there one where there's like milking a cow or something too? Like they do a lot of goofy motion based stuff and butt swords. I'm all for it. I think that's great.
Like, who thinks of this shit? And apparently the game was created like for like kindergarten kids or some shit. Like what? And it was so popular they made it into a manga. Like what the fuck? Why? So weird. People are weird
I
and
think
it's great. I love it.
I think it's just because the Japan like toilet humor is probably very like is definitely a they're not as, especially little kids find it really funny and they're not as like shy about it. But
Yeah.
it's
I wish it was like super serious with like a dramatic story. Like that'd make it so much better. But I think it's just straight up like fighting
the
game.
manga probably is. That's probably why they
Well,
did a
yeah,
manga. It's
that's
probably all
true.
like
But like,
super shonen.
yeah. Well, make it into a movie. I want to see the movie. Make it happen.
It makes me think
Al-
of the did you watch the anime where they did butt battles over the swimming pools? It's like Kaijo
no.
or something, or
Mm-mm.
there's this anime that was taken really like a really super serious like battle anime, but the battling is girls in swimsuits like basically sumoing with their butts off of a platform. So they'd have like these super butt techniques to knock each other off of this little like sumo platform.
Sounds kind of like Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
the fuck?
Which is also amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking butt swords. Howie and I used to joke all the time. We used to just go like, "There's a sword in my ass," and I'm like, I really want this trailer so I can send him that and be like,
Yeah.
"There's a sword in my ass."
It's amazing.
Yeah.
With Resident Evil rumors surfacing at a pace that seems like every other day, it's getting hard to tell what might be real and what's fans whispering in the dark. With that in mind and a couple of grains of salt in tow, we might have confirmation of what Capcom's next Resident Evil release will be. The Entertainment Software Ratings Board, ESRB, has recently listed Resident Evil 5 on the Xbox Series X and S. There have been many rumors and speculation pointing towards a remake of RE5, given the ending to the RE4 remake, and it's logical after remaking RE2, 3, and 4, 5 kinda makes sense. Though this could wind up being true, it's far more likely that this is referring to an expansion expected re-release of the HD version of RE5, enhancing the game on modern consoles. Capcom has just recently done this with the remake trilogy, and PlayAsia is listing physical versions of both RE5 and 6 on PS5. This would be a cost-effective way to get RE1 through 7 and Village, all playable on current generation systems. Or wait, oddly enough, only Resident Evil 2 through 7 and Village are represented here. Every mainline title except for the original, even 0 is listed. Maybe Capcom's hard at work at the Resident Evil remake. Who fucking knows at this point? Maybe they're remaking RE-verse. Yeah, that's the real reason they're shutting it down, to make room for the Reverse remake. Surprise!
And
I
Village.
forgot to mention I actually
Village.
played up Reverse again this week.
Play it while you can. Yeah, I want to capture some footage, so if you want to play it, I'll play it with you, even though it's terrible.
Oh yes.
So, what do you guys think? You think there's a RE5 remake coming down the road, or you think it's just going to be like another, oh, we're porting it to PS5 and it's enhanced or HD or whatever the fuck?
I hope it's not a remake of 5.
Yeah.
Because I
It's-
said if they make a remake of 5 before another one, I was gonna do something crazy. And
In that case, I want it to be 5. I want it
No.
to do something crazy.
I do crazy shit all the time.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'll be alright if they did a remake for 5. It was quite fun, but I just don't think the Wesker is going to be as fun as the over-the-top one in the RE5 original. So it's just going to be like, yeah, it doesn't hit the same mark.
Yeah. And if they don't get Wesker right, it's going to ruin the whole game, for me at least. So part of me wants to see it happen, just to kind of see like what it would be like, and part of me just doesn't want to deal with that. So
You
like
might be pleasantly
either
surprised.
either way, yeah. I mean, I could be. I thought the RE4 remake was going to be garbage, and I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. Wasn't perfect, but I liked it. So
They might do the remake where Chris punched the boulder, and instead of the boulder moving, he just like breaks his hand. He's like, "Fuck!"
that'd be
Ugh!
great. Destroy the meme.
I love RE5.
I was like, what over the top voice could they get for Wesker to make it sound even like so stupid? Because it'll be so different. And then my first thought went to Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's like 7 minutes.
Get out of the chopper!
as long as they keep the standards.
Yeah, see, there's so many things that they could ruin. I don't want to see it get ruined. I mean, already as it is, like I'm on the fence with RE5. Like I think it's a fun game, and compared to like the modern era of Resident Evil, I think it's a good Resident Evil game. But back in the day, I thought it was a terrible Resident Evil game, but that was just like a fun multiplayer game. But I've come to appreciate the story a lot more in hindsight, given the direction that the franchise went. But so I don't know. I just like it already has enough going against it that I don't want more fuel to be added to the fire, because like they're going to fuck up a lot of shit. Like there's no way that they're gonna nail this game, because like no matter what you do, like part of me wants to see them completely redesign it to be more like a Resident Evil game. But if they do that, it's not going to be Resident Evil 5 anymore. So like that's like it's a lose-lose kind of situation. Like either they're going to do what I want and I'm not going to like it, or they're going to do what I don't want. I'm not going to like it. So and I feel like a lot of people are going to feel different things about it in terms of like, you know, it's hard to really nail down what you want out of a remake from a game like that. I think 6 is the same way.
Okay, be that as it may, in that case, can you give a rating right now, 1 to 10, of how well you think the remake of 4 was executed?
I'd probably give it like an 8.
I'm gonna give it a 7 because I thought
7. Yeah, Ada was a big fuck up, and the changes to the story were kind of hit and miss. Some of them were good, some of them were not so good, and it just feels like, I don't know, it just wasn't as fun. You know, and I get, and this is kind of what I'm talking about, where it's like they tried to make it more serious and darker and more horror, which I wanted. But
A
in
little
doing that,
spicy.
you're also watering down what I've come to know as Resident Evil 4. You know, like Leon's kind of different. He's not as fun and silly. And that was the point. But I like that about 4. So it's just like it's hard.
Yeah, salad bar doesn't look the fun
Yeah,
at all.
I don't like Krauser either. Like it's weird. Like it's mostly, I think the worst aspects are the story and the characters, which is pretty bad. But like in terms of like the environments and like how those elements were remade and what they added to the gameplay
And the
was
weather.
amazing. Like they did a fuck. I don't think they could have done
The
it any
weather.
better. But actually, the rain was terrible. The weather was not amazing.
I can
Um,
an ultra
but yeah,
light.
it's just one of those things where it's like I feel like they failed on the characters and the story, which is a big deal. But the gameplay execution was like damn near perfect. So
Okay. Do you believe, last question, do you believe Capcom capable of executing a 9 or a 10? And okay, I'm sorry, this is actually a two-part question. Can you imagine, conceive them doing a 9 or a 10 with 5? Is that even in the realm of possibility?
No.
no.
I mean,
If
they did
if
a 9
they
and 10 with Resident Evil, so
if they couldn't do it with 4 or 2, they're not going to do it with 5. There's no fucking way in hell.
they shit the bed with 3. So
They didn't even do a 9 or a 10 with like 5 itself.
What?
I haven't
With the
gotten
game
Like
Oh.
itself,
5
it's not even
wasn't a
9 or
10.
Right. Well, that's the thing. It's like it is an interesting question because it's like in theory, like in some people's perspectives, maybe they could, because like if you do, you go back, you remove the like the multiplayer aspect, you make it more serious, you make it more horror, you make it darker, and you could turn it into what we originally wanted Resident Evil 5 to be, and that could be a win, and that could be like a 9 or a 10 out of 10 game theoretically. But at the same time, there are going to be the people that did enjoy Resident Evil 5 for what it was, and
Me.
you're always going to have feelings about that. So like even if they execute an amazing like alternate version of 5, what we originally wanted it to be, it's still going to be tainted. You know, elements of what we know that game to be are going to be ruined. So it's difficult. I don't think they're going to pull it off. I don't see how they could. But I wish them the best. I want it to be good. I want every Resident Evil game that comes out to be good. But will that happen? No. Especially with 9. I keep every time we watch one of these events, I'm afraid. I'm terrified to see what Resident Evil 9 is going to be, because it's going to hurt me. I'm going to be wounded. I can feel it. It's coming. But yeah, anything else on Resident Evil 5 remake potentially happening?
No,
I
it'd be
mean,
nice if it didn't, but
I still
It
haven't
would be
played.
nice if it didn't.
I still haven't played
I
RPG
want
5
it.
more than 5-10 minutes. So
If they just like if they just did something where they just like cleaned up the FMV videos or made everything a little bit clearer, then like managed to somehow polish it up a little bit more, I'd be super cool with playing that game again.
but I bet you would not be super cool with paying the full blown price for that, because you know they're still going to charge big money for that, regardless.
Probably not, but it'd probably be like 30 to 40 bucks, I bet.
Yeah, if it's just like a HD
Mhm.
whatever, it'll be like $30.
Yeah, I'd pay 30 bucks for that.
Could,
I'd probably wait for it to go on sale even and just get it that way. But
yeah.
like, cause I fucking love that game.
I do too. I love it and I hate it.
Yeah, I fucking love
So,
that game.
yeah. I mean, I think it's like one of the best multiplayer games that I played that generation. So there's
Yeah.
that. But it's Resident Evil. It shouldn't be
See,
multiplayer.
okay, for example, like I would be really stoked if they just cleaned it up a little bit and fixed some things, like made some of the QTEs like less broken, like the final scene with Wesker, and like did some little quality of life things like that, like fixed like make some of the areas that you're not supposed to be able to skip like more skippable and things like that. I'd be fucking yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. And then we go like, and then they get put in the game, and then boom,
Boom.
boom,
Okay.
boom.
Anywho, that's going to be the news, which brings us around to Jazz's segment.
Yeah, my segment.
Game about digging
So
a
have you guys ever wanted to play? Have you ever? No. First question. Did you ever like digging a hole as a kid for no reason?
Yeah.
And
Now
did you
ask
ever
me
like?
about as an adult.
Did you ever make a game out of it? Out of digging a hole?
No.
No, like dig a
No.
hole and then pretend like you're in a trench or something. Like make like just
I used to
play
dig
a
holes
game
in the
about
sand
digging
and,
a
like,
hole.
make it into a racetrack.
Try to
Yeah,
make it to
so-
China.
like just like play like basically play digging the hole. And have you like as you're an adult, like you were asking Carmen, have you ever wished that there was a game about digging a hole so you could relive that like childhood spark or that childhood joy?
I've dug plenty
Because-
of holes in games. Minecraft,
Well-
Astroneer. Yes.
But digging a hole in Minecraft is not the same because you're just like yeah, you're digging a hole, but you're just it's blocks and it's not the same. But
it's close enough. I'm going down and I'm like going
I want to see the game.
well, there's a game about digging a hole. And it's a game about digging a hole. It's called a game about digging a hole.
Okay.
My question is, can you only dig one hole? Because it says digging a hole, not digging holes.
A-hole.
So it's not specific. So I think so. But I think
What are
you
the
can have
creepy-
tunnels. But a game about digging a hole is a minimalist game. So it's not like supposed to be a big thing. It's a minimalist game about digging a hole in the garden of your newly purchased house. In a game about digging a hole, you can dig a hole. you dig deep.
Spoiler.
You dig deep. You collect resources. You sell them. You use the money to upgrade your equipment. And with every spadeful that you dig when you dig a hole in a game about digging a hole, you get closer to discovering a mysterious secret and closer to the truth. But there's no rush. There's no rules. It's just you digging a hole and the adventure that's underground. As the creator of the game says, it costs the same as one coffee, but it's fun for longer and it's caffeine free. And the game was published by Drill Hounds, which is the same publisher as Murky Divers. So you know it's going to be just a game of random shit. I'm trying to read at the same time. I'm like reading down there and reading up here. This trailer was sent to me by my roommate, and apparently Sean had heard of it too. It is literally called A Game About Digging a Hole. When you see the logo and it looks like the trailer's over, Sean, keep playing it because there's like a little after part. So yeah, we're gonna watch the trailer. I already bought it, so yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow.
it's not
Nice.
expensive. It's like $5-6. So let's watch it.
I had to buy it.
It looks so therapeutic. But very stupid.
This reminds me of that TikTok lady. No.
There's a spooky thing in the tunnel.
There's a spooky.
There's a spooky thing in the tunnel. So there's like some sort of mole or something.
We're
Don't
gonna
know what
pet
it
it.
is. But in the game page of a game about digging a hole, which I apparently closed, so I just have to reopen it real quick. The tags, the popular user-defined tags for the product are voxel, exploration, sandbox, mining, and horror. So
And what are the suspicious things in the background? In
yeah,
the like bluish, blackish.
well, those aren't in the background. I put those there. They're like,
Oh,
yeah, that's in the
that's
background. It's
you.
supposed to be the house. I put that there.
Oh,
It's part of it's in the game somewhere. I'm assuming in the hole when you dig a hole in a game about digging a hole. Yeah, so the game about digging a hole. Get it now if you want to dig a hole in the game about digging a hole. It's just about digging a hole in the game about digging a hole. Yeah.
It's funny. It almost made the news, and then it made the
Yeah.
news.
Yeah.
There you go.
What's it called again?
Full circle.
A game about digging a hole. It's a game about digging a hole.
But what do you
holes
do
are
in it?
usually circles.
You dig a hole in a game about digging a hole.
Do you get
Holes are
dirty?
usually circles.
Oh, you probably get dirty because there's dirt in the hole when you're digging a hole in a game about digging a hole.
A-hole.
A hole.
Wow,
And I know you
very-
like holes, Alex, so you can just go ahead and dig the biggest hole you want.
Oh
I've
boy.
dug a couple of a-holes.
Yeah. And speaking of a-holes, Alec, what time is it? Oh no, Sean.
I know you got.
Fucking Lord. That would have been the perfect segue. Damn it.
Well, it's time for a machine. We're revisiting one that we've seen before.
Ooh.
This is a World of Warcraft content creator, Gorak's Guide. When I first showed the video from this one, I actually had two that I wanted to play, and I was kind of struggling between which one I wanted to pick. So I tucked one away for a rainy day, and today's the rainy day. You guys will probably recognize the style of the creator. But yeah, this is Gankers of Stranglethorn, a World of Warcraft animation.
Jeez.
Chef hat.
Those are
Oh.
great.
There was more.
no.
No,
Oh, same thing.
start it over. What the fuck?
This is pre-Carnage.
uh,
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he's a really good creator. So if you like that video, make sure you head over to Gorak's Guide on YouTube. Give them a sub and a like. Hashtag support Machinima. Do it.
Yes.
All right. That is the Machinima.
Any
Alec?
more now? I've been many. Oh,
Sir
You want to
Alex
say anything?
presents game time and requests that all participants diligently rely on their own knowledge and skills, thereby ensuring an authentic and unhampered experience.
does that
Was that
mean
the
I'm
Beatles?
yelling?
Say anal, so anal game it is. Okay. So rearrange the words
What?
to present a video game character or a video game title. So
Uh,
Oh, is it one or the other?
yeah,
I'm
so the
looking at-
first one is it makes two names of a video game character.
What? He-Man? What? What? I don't.
Are we looking at the cases?
What do you mean? No.
Like- No.
The
You're
number
looking
one.
at the
The
number one,
air
the
loco
air.
reversal is something.
Revisal.
Name of a character. So, okay. This is easy enough.
Oh,
Did you do the editing on those cases?
No,
Yeah.
I wish I
Uncharted
did.
3.
I just googled them.
Let's see.
Is the spaces like so the first name has to be like with AI and R, or is the spaces not?
So it's two names altogether. So think of the first name and then a surname.
Is part of one is the word colonel? Because you know how it's spelled like colonial?
Nope.
Part of it? Colonel something? No?
Nope.
Background music to break up the silence.
Yeah, because my brain can't compute what
Oh,
these.
Rachel.
It's the spaces that are screwing me up Like-
Yeah.
because
Because then your brain wants to separate it instead of like looking at all the options. I get you.
yeah, not a clue. Can we get a hint for the first one?
It's a video game character.
There's so many.
It has two names in this video game character.
I know it's not Laura Croft.
I can make out
Lara
Claire, but
Croft.
it's not like Claire because there's no F, so it's not.
Okay, it begins with the first name begins with a C.
On
Carlos
question one.
Riviera?
Yes, there we go.
Holy.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
All right.
All right,
next
now give
one.
us two.
Yay.
There's so many E's.
I
Mhm.
know. Can I phone a friend?
Hey, if I'm not allowed to Google,
No.
I actually don't see how Google's going to help you.
Right? Yeah,
In
go
that case, do
Google
you mind
away.
if I Google? Okay. watch me.
No.
What?
Oh my god.
I was about to. I was this close to actually doing it.
If you
'Cause
do
you
it, then
know-
you can't say anything. You don't get to guess.
All right, I'm gonna ask Chat.
If you do it, then there's no point in you playing the games.
Oh.
Something that has a lot of E's.
Chat.
It starts with
Busting
L.
out my notepad.
It starts with L?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh wait. All right, we're getting clues now. All right, I'm gonna try and do it on my own. La 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 la.
Why does my pen not work? There we go.
Far.
In your head, Carmen.
Levere. Tra-la-la.
Oh, is it Lee Everett?
Yes. Well done.
Hey!
Yay! I don't know who that
From
is.
Walking Dead. Video
From
game.
The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
Lee's the shit.
Yeah, I didn't, yeah,
All
okay.
right, third
Nice.
one is a video
You
game
didn't like
title.
him?
No, I never said anything. I just didn't. Okay. No, he's fine. Lee's cool.
Wow, you make me
All right,
sad.
what's the second one?
I'm gonna need a pen and paper.
That'd be the
I
third
said.
one.
A video game.
What's number
Mhm.
3?
Video game title.
Video game. Okay.
Hmm. 4 letters, huh?
4 words.
I mean, that's what I meant. Flirted. Moto. Car.
This music's kind of funky.
I always need, like, the first letter helps so much for me.
Oh, but you gotta try to do it on your own.
Oh god, I can't spell.
Even with the letters in front of you.
Okay, I'm getting. Can I just tell you what I have so far?
I guess.
Motor drift.
Motor drift.
Motor drift. Cabra. Dracabra. No. Caraba.
It's not a car
It's
game.
4 words.
Oh.
It might have a car in it. I've not played the game all the way. Alright. I'm going to start giving you a clue now.
Thank you.
Sure.
Can you give us what? Would it be too much to give us one of the words or half of one of the words?
Yeah, that'd be too much. So, the first one begins with an L.
Another L.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, wait, I think I have something. Oh, this is definitely Lara Croft something. Right?
Tomb Raider.
What
Oh.
does she
no.
do? What is she?
Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Yay! I get half a point. I've decided.
There's no points.
Well,
But okay.
If there
What
were,
about
I'd get half of-
Arousal Gay Premix?
oh, good gravy.
I think that's just a game that you have.
You're making me have to write this onto my
I'm
frickin'.
not making you do anything.
Uh, three-word game.
Came out for
With an
Nintendo
X.
Wii.
For the Wii? What the
Mhm.
fuck?
Oh, I'm not gonna know it. Maybe. But okay, we know what games have an X in them.
And a Y.
Ease? No. I can't spell.
Is there anything with proxy in the name?
No.
Because that would use an X and a Y. I was thrown.
Okay, the X could be a number like 9,
No.
because there's 9 and X. Never mind.
I mean,
Okay.
remix is right there. It could be something remix.
No.
There's a lot of
Oh.
fuck.
Wait, is
We're
the word
trying our
premiere? It wouldn't be the word premiere, wouldn't be in there, right? P.
No.
Okay.
Is there a Xeno Gear?
No.
No. Okay.
Is it a party game?
No. Starts with an S.
Super Mario remix.
No.
Damn.
Is it Super Mario something?
There's a Y.
You didn't say no.
Super or Mario Party?
Super. Wait. Okay, let me
Remix.
scratch out the. Let me scratch out the super. Where's my undo button? Oh God, where's my undo button? No. Okay.
Think of a Super Mario game with X and Y at the end of it.
Super Mario
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Jesus Christ, there we go. And the last one, Hey Ho Rachel.
Oh gosh. Hold on. Oh jeez. Where did my typey type thing go? Alright, let's see.
Nobody in the chat is guessing.
Chat, you can guess.
It's too hard.
I know. I'm like, help. I need a
There's a reason why
lifeline.
we don't play this game too much.
2-word game.
I like to rotate the games every now and again.
Is the word race in it?
No.
Race.
See, it's why it's hard. It's because of that.
What?
Either guess the whole thing or in your head.
Hmm.
Because it makes it so much harder to try to guess the thing when you're like, is this word in it? Is this word in it?
No, it helps.
No.
No.
And I feel like Alec wouldn't even tell us if it was partial that or this. Or I guess you did. Never mind. He's a big old meanie head.
I mean,
A
you
hoe
guys can-
Rachel. Well, it's irrelevations. Rachel's a
No.
hoe.
Hold on.
Oh boy.
Do you want a clue?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue.
Starts with a H.
Okay. Two words that start with an H. It
Halo
can't be
Reach.
There we go.
Oh, I was gonna say it can't be the word hell.
Halo Reach.
Around.
It
Lord.
can't be the word hell because there's only one L. But okay.
Hellistus.
Alright.
Well, that was easy.
Was it though?
Making me actually make my brain useful. Okay, so bit 5 is Shrek
2.
2.
Yeah, there you go, kids. Keep your brain sharp.
Bit 8 is
Brain
Toy
Age,
Story.
the Wardcast edition. Your brain age is 124 years old.
Oh no. Bit 1 is something to do with Halo, right? Some
No, it's
sort of-
Halo.
or Halo, just
Oh.
Halo.
Halo.
6 is
Shrek
Company.
is 5.
Shrek is
5,
life.
Yeah.
We said that.
Yeah. Silent Hill 3 is bit 2.
Is 7 Ada's gun?
No,
Is
it's
4?
Resident Evil 0. It's the grappling thing.
Oh,
Is
I thought it was Ada's grappling
3
gun.
have to do with
Gmod.
yeah, actually I was thinking that because I was thinking the whole
Mysterio?
skibbity toilet thing.
No, I think 3 is Saints Row, isn't it?
Yep, Saints Row, the toilet. So, well done.
Oh yeah, you can be a toilet.
6 and
Is
4 are
4
hard.
from
6 is Lethal
Spider-Man?
Company.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
Said
right.
that already.
It is Mysterio from Spider-Man on PS4.
Yeah.
Bull for a head person.
Yeah.
I'm ball for a head person.
I'll give you the first
Mother
one.
father.
That is the edgy sword from Halo.
8 is a really shitty Buzz Lightyear.
2 is Five Nights at
I said that.
Freddy's.
I said this toy thing is the best.
Yep, so 5 is Shrek and Donkey from...
Oh, Silent Hill
2.
4 is 2.
I thought it was Five Nights at
Oh,
Freddy's.
yeah.
It is 4, actually. if you
No,
look
that's
through
Robbie the Rabbit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rabbit.
Okay, so what have you got left? Number 6?
Nothing.
I said number 6 twice already.
Yeah, I think we got everything.
Yeah.
Alright, well done. Get fucked.
Thanks, us.
That's the first time they were even remotely easy for me. Never mind. I'm shutting up.
Nobody asked us.
Was someone talking to you?
No.
Well,
Alright, what's one game series you're glad you grew up with playing?
Final Fantasy. Of course.
Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega Man's a good one.
Metal Gear, obviously. It did shape
Metal
me.
Gear.
Resident Evil.
It's just like asking what our most favorite or most influential thingamabobber is.
Well, sure, but these are all questions
Yeah, that's
posed
okay.
on Reddit Gaming. So I didn't even come up with the questions, and nobody asked you.
Nice.
Wow.
It's the name of the game. Or segment.
Alright, what's a game you can't finish no matter how many times you restart? I'm going to say Final Fantasy VII for a specific reason.
Which is?
Technically, at the end of the game, it actually just comes up with a video of loop of stars, so you can't actually finish the game. You just have to turn it off.
Get another copy.
No, it does that to every game.
Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm just kidding. I've only played it the one time. It's not like I keep trying to go back to it and not like it. I just need to. I'm dreading going back to it because I have to fucking restart it. And I made a lot of progress too. Like I think I got through that whole first starting area. Like I went through and everything, got all the collectibles and everything. Like I had a really solid start, and then I got distracted, and now I'm just like thinking about going back to that game. Is like fuck. But I do want to. Just getting going is going to be rough.
The original Tomb Raider. Because I love Tomb Raider in theory, but I'm not like dexterous enough or like have the quick enough like reflexes or whatever.
There it is.
To actually be good to actually I get stuck. I get stuck and I have not gotten
me,
past
it's-
like 1/3 of it.
For me, it's Dragon's Dogma.
The original?
Yeah, I keep starting it and I never finish it.
I suppose another one would
Like-
be Future Crop LAPD. We, me and Lee keep starting it but never get far on it, so.
I think, and just I agree with Heart's Mirror that Donkey Kong Country for the first question too. But my game that I will never finish, no matter how many times I start it over, is Cold Fear, and for one Atlantic reason, it sucks, and I don't want to finish it.
Yeah,
How
I'm
could
with you that
you?
one.
Yeah.
Dino Crisis is free. Despite I have completed it, I just don't want to play it ever again.
I feel like there's a game the other day that I went like, oh, if ever on Nobody Asked Us, Alec asked that question, I'll be like, this game, and then
That one, that's relatable for me. Another one would be Ocarina of Time. I think I missed the boat on that game, and it's really hard to get into it for me. I want to
Wait,
play
what
it, I want to beat it, and I
Wait,
want to like it, but I
wait,
just it's
what game did you just say?
Ocarina of
Ocarina.
Time. It's just you play like some of
Kayla
the,
adds an
well,
explosion.
just have
especially
to
like
disown him. That's all.
especially like after playing Wind Waker, that game played so good, and then like going from that to Ocarina, it's like it plays like dog shit compared to that.
You play like dog shit.
Wind Waker, it was I had the opposite. I put the shit out of Ocarina of Time, and then I went to Wind Waker, and I was like, this game fucking sucks. Why is he a cartoon? Why are his eyes bigger than his ass?
He's
I-
so
I-
cute though.
I
like-
hated that at first too. I hated the way that it looked, but it grew on me.
I'm like, why is he fucking blowing a piece of grass? Where did no?
He's
I've
so
avoided-
cute.
But I
I've
think
avoided
the more important thing though is the gameplay. Like, and that's all I'm comparing. Like, Ocarina probably has a better story, but just gameplay wise, like it literally plays the same way as Ocarina does, but it's fine tuned like way more. Like it plays, it's like the game that Ocarina wanted to be gameplay wise. So like to go from that and go backwards, it's really hard for me.
That's on you though. You should have played.
No,
Ocarina
I
of Time
agree.
when you should have.
I 100% agree.
And if you had and you played it now, you'd be like, this game's still fucking amazing.
Listen,
you would be like, this
I've
game
said
plays
it. I've
ass.
said it a million times. Like it's a me thing. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think the game itself is bad. I just missed the boat. It's just like people that like. There's a lot of people that'll start playing Resident Evil games in the modern era, and they'll go back and they'll think that the original games play like shit.
They do.
And wow, okay, bye.
I went to play the original RE1 game. I was so fucking bored. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Wow, I love how those games play.
Oh, they like that. It's still a classic and it's really fun. But like, I was bored. I was like, there's nothing in the room. There's no objects. There's nothing.
You have
No
to put yourself in
details,
that right
nothing.
headspace. I think you
It's
had
like
to
one
kind of
zombie.
That's like my favorite one.
like a suspension of disbelief when you're
Don't kick me out.
a suspension of disbelief when you're watching a movie or a show or something with fantastical elements, and I think you need to add that to playing retro games at this point. You kind of had to suspend the kind of in your mind suspend the knowledge of current games and force yourself not to just to take it for what it is, just to kind of narrow your focus and not mentally compare them to everything that comes after it, and just kind of appreciate it. Maybe bring yourself back to when, if the game came out in 1998, just kind of think 1998 thoughts. I know that's kind of silly, but you just
just
kind
like
of have to take it for what it is in that moment.
but you can't really do that because like you're whether you want to compare it to the other version or not, like you're going to do that. Like you can tell yourself you're not going to do that, but subconsciously that's just going to happen, especially when they're so similar. It's like I know this is the same franchise, they play very similar. This one is it just plays objectively better, and I'm not going to be able to remove myself from that. It's just like if you played Mario Galaxy and then you went and you played the first Mario Brothers game, you're going to be like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to understand why that game was so good. I do because I fucking played it when not when it was new or anything like that, but it was like it wasn't ancient, you know what I mean? Like so I
Right.
could relate to it and understand like why it's a big deal and why, the impact of it and there wasn't all this crazy modern shit to compare it to that I would do if I had access to that. It wouldn't be my fault. It would just happen. It's just
I
like
mean,
whether if you're there to enjoy the games of the time, you're just going to have a much better time. And if you miss that, it's really hard to have that fanfare and that appreciation that people have when they played it when it was new.
okay, hear me out. I played the original Donkey Kong, right? Like on my ColecoVision, because I wasn't cool enough to have a Nintendo. But on my ColecoVision, I played the original Donkey Kong. And if I had access to it now, which I could if I wanted to go through those means, but if I were playing the original Donkey Kong, that little like 8-bit Mario, and jumping over the barrels and everything is such a far cry from any kind of Donkey Kong Country or any kind of Donkey Kong that comes after it that it's in a way so far removed that I don't have to mentally compare them. But I can see your point. I just think that it is possible to sort of mentally divorce yourself from the current era if you're in the right headspace. Like don't you have you ever, because I don't know, um have you ever had an appreciation for shows that are like in the 50s and 60s eras or the 80s era, and you don't really you can't really compare them. You can, definitely can, but if enjoying and appreciating them in that moment, you're not constantly thinking about what we can do in the present, except it's too far removed to where you're not going to want to do a one-to-one comparison, except with more appreciating nature, like, oh wow, like they did so well for what they had back then. I don't know if it's just me, but
It's
I
just not really the same because you don't play a movie, and like that's really what I'm talking about. Like you can have a story that's timeless, like that's fine,
Mhm.
but when you have a video game that and you have so many things to compare things to, there's so much shit out there that so many things play similar and take elements from other things. Like so if you grow up in a time where it's like you have access to these Zelda games that do everything that they could do in the past, but it plays better, it's smoother, there's more content, it's bigger, like everything is just that, but way better. Like it's just it kind of taints it. Like this is kind of why side scrolling games, if you were into those, some it's not for everybody, but like side scroller kind of games are kind of timeless because they still make those now that play the same way they did back then. So like you can have that, like they don't kind of cancel each other out because like the modern ones and the old ones, they play the same. So all you're really comparing them to is like the story or the visuals or whatever. So like there's not that detachment of like, oh god, this plays, I go back and play this old one, it plays like shit compared to the new one. They play the same.
right.
So like
Okay.
there are games that do work like that, but 3D games for the most part are not like that.
Hey,
Because they are,
listen,
yeah, they evolve over time and they, over, you know decades of iterating over and over again, kind of honing what that kind of gameplay can be like. It just kind of degrades over time.
Right. The mechanics and the
and then you have
smoothness of it
games
all.
And then you have games like Sword Butt Game. That'll be timeless.
Exactly. See, there you go. Unless they continue to iterate on sword butt game, and you can manipulate the cheeks individually.
Well, that's why I
Master.
find it. That's why I find it funny that like I didn't actually answer the first question, but I find it funny that we're going on like specifically you brought up Zelda because I like kind of held up my hat as my answer.
I know.
But like I grew up like mostly on Ocarina of Time and then like Majora's Mask, but like um at the cottage before Ocarina of Time came out, before we had a 64, my friend had Link to the Past, and like he was playing that and I was watching him, and sometimes he'd let me play it, but mostly I was watching him. But like we were super into that. And then when I started playing on the 64 with Ocarina of Time, I tried to like when I went to the cottage, I tried to play like Link to the Past, and I kind of had that same experience you did. I was kind of like, this is so like I don't like the movement. Like this is so stupid. Like Ocarina of Time is so much better because I'm like running forward. I'm not going like this, and like graphics are so dumb, and like the gameplay. No, this like swinging your sword like it instead of like going like this. That's so much better. And so I could understand like someone who's playing the like the next one up, and then going backwards, being like, why is everything so fucking blocky and like moving around sucks, and the controls and everything's kind of like, especially on the 64 controller, like you would ruin your thumb holding up the thumbstick. Eventually Link would stop like running and he's just jogging because like you can't get him to run anymore. But like it definitely was better with the like the one that you can play on the Switch through like the thing. It's a lot better because it's like cleaner. It's not like the actual like 64 cartridge one, but uh it's still like a classic. But I can understand what you were saying through that.
Yeah, and I even played kind of a cleaned up version. I played the GameCube version of it,
Mhm.
which was still like they at the time they didn't have the technology to do what they do today, where they make it HD and
Yeah.
they really get in and clean up the control. So it was more or less the same version. It just looked slightly better. So I kind of had that original experience. But yeah, I mean there's definitely potential for them to kind of remake something like that for me to be able to enjoy it because like
Yeah.
I I can appreciate the game for what it is. It's just I can't appreciate it like you did because you were in it when it was new and
I was
shiny and there
yeah.
was nothing better, and it's just a different experience. And I think one of the greatest examples of that is Final Fantasy 7 because that game is a fucking piece of garbage. But
But when it
if
came out, it was so amazing.
right,
It
that
was the
game was
prettiest thing
incredible,
we had
and it
ever
was like
seen.
it did so many brand new, amazing concepts, and even though it looks like shit, and I can understand like people today not understanding how you could say, "Oh, that game looked amazing," because it looks so bad. But when it came out, it looked insanely gorgeous, and like if you weren't there to appreciate that at that time, like you're never gonna understand what that was like or how you could see it that way.
Can I can I also say I think one of the really impressive things is if you
Impossible.
compare Final Fantasy 7 to Final Fantasy 9, it's like I've had people forget that Final Fantasy 9 was a PlayStation 1 game because it looks
Mhm.
so much infinitely better. It's like, no, that's the same system, just like
Hmm.
Yeah, and see, there's
Well,
another one. If
they
you
learned
played
how to,
9
yeah.
and then you went
yeah,
back and played 7, they're gonna think
7
that's
you'd
a
be like,
piece of shit, like, and that's within the same console generation.
right, right.
So,
Hell, I
yeah,
Like,
forgot that was
oh,
a PlayStation 1 game.
yeah. And
yeah, it's
9
crazy.
looks phenomenal for a PlayStation 1 game.
It
It
does.
does. It's
I
so
don't know.
pretty.
I
I
I
never
still
finished the
playing Metal
end.
Gear Solid 1 over the Twin Snakes version.
But again, you
Oh,
played that
I agree.
first, like, you
Yeah.
experienced it when it came out, it's different.
I
Yeah,
experienced
because
both
I
of them
know
when they came
people
out.
that like Twin Snakes just because it's hard. Because I will say this, I played I was like when Twin Snakes first came out, because I'm a diehard to this day I still go back to Metal Gear Solid 1, like original one, I like the best. But at the time, because I was so fresh off of playing the shit out of Metal Gear Solid 2, Twin Snakes was actually a really nice like Oh, okay. Because it plays so much like 2. It was like at the time I remember liking Twin Snakes for that because it wasn't as jarring to go back. But now in retro, I'm like, oh god, no, Twin Snakes is so garbage, and the gameplay of like Metal Gear Solid 2 in general is just so outdated. Even though I really loved that game and I still do, and it does a lot of really like story wise and narrative wise like some of the most interesting stuff in video games, like gameplay wise is like, ooh, it's a little rough.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna split hairs over the use of the word outdated. I will really split hairs off of the word outdated really quickly, because if it were made today and had the outdated mechanic, then I think you can call it outdated. But it was state of the art for its time. The end.
For its time. That's the key. But anyways,
For
let's
its
go ahead and
time,
get
that's the key.
to let's get into Steam Deck or PS5, and then we'll wrap up.
So, Steam Deck or PS5, people?
Steam Deck.
Steam Deck, if I had it.
I already
If I
have a
had
PS5,
either-
so
if-
if
if
you're offering, I'll take a Steam Deck.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm wondering if I should go into Steam Deck now, because we seem to be playing an awful lot of Steam games lately.
Yeah, I want to Steam Deck.
But I don't know if I can handle the, button kind of thing. I'm like, what?
It
But
looks
because I have
really it looks really uncomfortable, but it actually
Yeah.
feels pretty good.
It looks like an old fucking Game Gear
I've-
kind of thing. It's like, what?
I still haven't held the Switch controller, so I can't really compare it. But like
Oh.
visually speaking, and from holding the Steam Deck, I feel like the Steam Deck probably feels better because it has more. Like it looks like the Switch controllers are really narrow, and like I don't know, it just seems like it'd be uncomfortable. What you guys have played the Switch, so like, what do you think? What's your
Listen.
opinion on the Switch controller?
The controller or the Joy-Cons?
Controller.
The Joy-Cons.
Well, the Joy-Cons, I fucking love them because listen, we have these new chairs at the cottage that have like the like foot recliner and they lean back. So I had like the Switch on my lap and I had like one hand here and one hand here and I'm just chilling like this and I was playing fucking Donkey Kong like that. My mom's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm playing Donkey Kong." She's like, "Oh my god." So I love that I could just like chill, like just be super chill and comfortable. I haven't used the thing that you clip them in to use as a controller because I did as Lee suggested and I bought like just like a random
The
kind
Pro
of like
controller.
like a
A
off-brand
third
controller.
party.
It's wireless. I haven't charged it once since I bought it and it still works. So
It just gives me Wii vibes, because you
As
kind of have the
long
same
as-
thing, only they're tethered together.
See, that's the difference for me though, because I have like over 1,000 hours in Animal Crossing on the Switch, and one of the things I hated was that I ended up switching over to a light or putting it on the dock because the controller sometimes would shift just a little, and so I'd be mid playing, and it's like, oh, I can't. The controller's disconnected, and I'd have to slide it off and back on again. So like the fact that it's attached is like, yes, I'm okay with that. Like it was actually pretty comfortable, except for the fact that the Switch ones would like, if they slid off, it interrupted my whole gameplay and annoyed the shit out of me.
well, that's the shit they give you where like everything is so close.
Yeah.
So it's like super uncomfortable, right? Because you're like this, and
Mhm.
I wouldn't like that. But this is what I bought, and that's what I use. So it's like it's
That
almost
is
like
so
a PS4
pretty.
controller. Like it's almost
Yeah,
like
the
a
Pro
PS4
controller's
controller, and it's so much like you wouldn't hate that other than the things being so like far apart. But like it feels like a PS4 controller.
Yeah, see, and
Yeah.
that's kind of my point. Is like you essentially have that Pro controller built into the body of the Steam Deck.
I mean, the Steam Deck,
Which wouldn't be
you
bad.
can
because
embiggen
it's-
it. The Steam Deck, I just love. Ah,
Oh,
You don't say.
really
No,
got
I,
I
don't know,
mean, like-
I find the
like-
Pro controller is better like than the Joy-Con
Yeah.
controller for sure.
agreed.
the point of it being portable and that you can, it's like a Wii on steroid. All of this has already been said.
It's kind of
But-
like the different strokes for different folks kind of a thing too, where it's like that is that model where like you were talking about, Jazz, where it's like, oh, I set up the gamepad and I can just kind of chill and hold the controllers wherever I want. Like there's an audience for that, and that's totally cool. But like usually
Lazy
when I'm
bums.
playing games, like I tend to tense up. Like I get really involved when I'm playing, so then I get focused. So like I would prefer it to just all kind of be in one center unit
But-
right
But
in
you can
front
be
of
like,
me as
But
I'm
you can
playing.
hook it up to your
No.
big screen.
But again, yeah, and again, like these are all different audiences that want different things. Like some people want to play it on a big screen with a regular controller. Some people want portability. Some people want a hybrid like the Switch, where you can kind of have the best of both worlds. Like none of these are like the wrong choice. It's just like people are going to have different preferences. Most people are going to have multiples of these, and they'll kind of use them as they see fit. But everyone's going to have their favorite, and that's makes sense. Nothing wrong with that.
Which I think is why the Switch.
But the
is pretty
PS5 is
cool.
garbage.
Wow. I don't know. It might run my
PS6.
microphone.
I thought you guys would like it.
We'll
Wait for the
see.
PS6 and then call PS6 garbage and like.
No,
five
you
is
know
the-
what? We'll test it. We'll see which one can go through a fucking snowblower. And then
There you
just
go.
the
No,
best.
There you go.
Brrr! All right,
This
well,
has
the
been-
Xbox can't do it.
All righty. Any last thoughts before we wrap up?
Yeah, I hope they don't remake RE5.
Then if we're
Just gonna double down on that.
Because I'm gonna put every copy of RE5 I have through the snowblower.
Oh wow.
And Village.
I should put Cold Fear through it.
Definitely Village. Yes, please.
follow us on Twitch so you can watch us play Headliners.
Chris. Oh yeah, head on out to Twitch. We're gonna be streaming afterwards.
Headliners.
Headliners. We're gonna be
Where
watching our friends
where
die.
where are they supposed to go on Twitch?
You know,
Canoes.
www.twitch.tv. And then search
Slash.
Pink
Wow.
Canoes. Wait, I
Canoes.
don't know where it is. I have to go look. Oh yeah, twitch.tv/Dipping Canoes. All
Good
one
job.
word.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yep. The last stream was 3 months ago, apparently.
And Shayla, are you gonna stream too?
Probably not tonight, but when I do stream, I stream on Shay Stars at Twitch.
There you go.
We're gonna take pictures of each other dying.
Yeah.
Or naked.
Let's
No.
go Headliners.
Dying
All right.
naked.
Well,
We're
on
gonna
that
die
note,
hard.
With
Speaking-
vengeance.
This has been.
Speaking of naked, this has been episode 269. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you enjoy the podcast or any of the content at the Ward, please consider helping us grow by sharing our content, liking the video. Are you frozen?
No.
And subscribing. You can also support us through patreon.com/thewordproductions to get exclusive content. Have a great week.
Or don't.
See you next time.
Mm-mm.
Keep it British.
Tea.
I've not been drinking tea the entire time.
Tea. Uh-oh.
Espresso, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Woo.